You are not your thoughts. You are not your feelings. You are not even your body. You are the eternal entity witnessing it all. It's time to come back to it. It's time to release all the struggles. It's time to be in peace again. Hello friends, I'm finally doing the second part of my spiritual video that I promised to make. It took me longer than I wanted, but better later than never. I spoke quite enough in the first part, so today we'll jump straight to it and we're gonna experience the emotion release technique, or in other words, the Sedona method, and how I do it, because there are a lot of ways how you can practice it, but it will be like a classical and universal way to just how to approach any emotion or situation you are facing. So light up your candle, take your Palo Santo, drink your cacao, or just do nothing, and let's begin. First of all, give yourself a moment to come back to your body, to feel your bottom, to feel your legs, to feel your belly, your chest and your shoulders, your arms and your head. Take a few deep breaths. And ask yourself, what is what I am avoiding or wouldn't want to repeat? What experiences, what feelings? And now invite the situation. Invite the screen of your attention. And just stay a little bit. It is a very precious time to give to yourself, to your emotions that were waiting for this attention, maybe for a long time now. But our usual thinking and approach to life is trying to get rid of those emotions and considering them bad. But anyway, today we are going to experiment. So let yourself invite that emotion. No matter what thoughts come to you, try to explore this sensation, maybe uncomfortable. Just find where you feel it in your body. In which part of your body you feel maybe a suppression. It might be fear, it might be anger, it might be sadness, or whatever situation with your friends or your loved ones which you didn't like or you felt uncomfortable. So invite this feeling and just observe it for a while, taking all the labels off. Imagine as if you were an alien coming to this earth, to this body, and experiencing this feeling for the first time, with no information about it, with no previous reactions and stories. Just be curious and explore it. Go to the very depth of this feeling, to the very core. What size is it? Maybe it has a color. Does it have borders where you feel that this sensation exists and then it's not there anymore? Just let that feeling be. Breathe into it. Realize that you are safely sitting here and there is no danger now. And you can relax and open up to the feelings that do no harm at all. Now you are stepping into new and transformative territories of your own essence and mind. Sometimes even this one step is enough to release an emotion which dissolves like a cloud when the rays of sun touches it. Because our attention is like a sun, it's like light. And this light lights up all the darkness and unconscious feelings that, when becoming conscious, they just simply integrate and dissolve. Because all the pain, all the suffer starts not from emotions and feelings, but from us suppressing it and rejecting it. Listen once again. All suffering in this world begin with us rejecting life as it is. So now just open up and use this opportunity to align with life again. Just by observing you, yourself, living in this body. Sometimes our emotions and feelings are so strong and intense that it's very necessary to anchor ourselves and realize that we are not our feelings, we are not our thoughts, we are not even our bodies. So now just check who is experiencing it all. Who is now witnessing the feelings? Just have the step back and turn around into yourself. Emotions come and go, thoughts come and go. Who stays always? And then there is another step and another layer of emotion release. It is our reactions to the feelings we spotted. So now come back again to the feeling or situation you've chosen and see, what do you think about it? Do you like it? Or you maybe rather would just get rid of it? And now notice and accept this reaction as well. There is one part of us who wants to change things, which wants to understand something, to get rid something. So now just welcome this layer as well. It's allowed to be. Reject as much as you want now, because it just is now, and you just observe what is, with no judgments and no labels, as we said. And there is also a part that wants to stay attached to the situation and feelings. Because even though it might be hurtful, but it is something we know. It is something we are familiar with. We know what to expect. Maybe we have experienced that for years. And sometimes our mind would choose something what is hurting us, but what is predictable and safe, instead of unknown things, something that needs to change, but what would be maybe amazing. So welcome this layer as well. That part of yourself that is just holding on to it because it thinks it's the way it should be. It is something very important. It is something very delicate and subtle. And yeah, just check what it means to you. What story is behind it? Why is this problem or situation or feeling important? What does it mean about you? Just notice all this mind's created importance, all this maybe heaviness and the size of importance. Just see it and embrace it. Yes, I feel it. Okay, yeah, I see it. It is what it is. And now, could you maybe just release it? Could you release this emotion or situation right now? So do you? When? And if you felt an instant relief and you just let that emotion go, just like releasing an air balloon from your hand, or just releasing a pen from your hand that you've been squeezing, and you just release it. So if that was the case for you, congratulations, you have just found back the natural ability of ourselves to release things, because the nature of our emotions are just to come and go. Emotion, it's energy in motion. If it's in the flow, it does nothing to us, just like the clouds in the sky. But if you said no and you felt that you are resisting it, don't worry. It really takes time, especially if you touched something deeper that was maybe living in you from the childhood, maybe even, or from some situations and experiences that was very painful. So it's also all right, totally all right. It is taking me a lot of time to just move forward. And that's okay. It is also what it is now. It is also just life manifesting in the right timing and right pace, as it should. So now just check this resistance with yourself if you found it, and ask yourself, what could happen worst with me? What would be the worst scenario if I just accept it? What is my biggest fear in that? What is that story? Maybe there is a little part of yourself that is so afraid of rejection, that is so afraid to be a failure, to fail the loved ones, or to fail his life mission, or to bankrupt, or is afraid of pain. Whatever comes, just let it in again. And check now, anchoring again in the essence of yourself, like we did just a few minutes ago. Who is feeling that? Who is now acknowledging that? Does he really believe it's so serious? Does this inner essence see any problems in life? Ask sincerely in your heart. And from this position, come back to the feeling, fear, or whatever came, the story, and check now in the reality. Is there any danger now? Is there anyone rejecting you now? Is it truly happening now, or it's just images and stories in your head? Could you just acknowledge this to yourself? This is reality. Like, put a label on it. This is reality. Walls, furniture, lamp, sunlight, my body, whatever. And that, what I saw and what I am reacting to, is just images. It's imagination. It's label not real. Just sort of wake yourself up. And the last part of emotion release session is checking what is left here and now, beyond all the feelings that you have just encountered, beyond all emotions, all thoughts, all sensations, all imagination, beyond everything. What is left here and now? If for a short moment everything loses its importance, you don't know anything, you don't remember anything, you are an empty moment. This is the most powerful part of this self-improvement work, which you can find as the core of lots of meditations, of lots of practices, because this is connecting ourselves to the infinity and to the eternal wisdom, which is just witnessing everything, knowing that everything is perfect and in peace. So now again, come back to your body once more and invite all those feelings. The one that maybe was scared, the one that maybe was resisting something, the one that was attached to something, the one that was telling the stories, the one that just anything. And see like a lot of little figures of yourself. Small humans, all talking different stories, but at the same time, all thinking that they are working for your well-being, that they are really doing this for you. So just invite them and hug them all. Show to them that they were all trying so much because they were wanting love. But what if love is already here? What if you would offer love to them right now? Just hug all those parts of yourself. Maybe your little self, maybe your teenage self, or your young adult, or any part of yourself that was maybe struggling in life and that you didn't like so much. And you thought that it would be so much easier to live without it. But for some reason it was always still there. So guess why? And it's only because you need to integrate yourself. It's not possible to feel love when you're trying to remove something from yourself, like cutting a hand or something. It's only possible to feel full and grounded when you accept all parts of yourself. So send much love and warmth. Say thank you that they were trying so hard, and tell them that the new day is dawning. The new era that you will be taking care of yourself, that you know that everything is possible and you are willing to always stay with yourself, no matter what you do, or maybe if you even fail, or if others leave you. Just promise to yourself that you will always choose yourself. And that is the only condition that truly is necessary for feeling self-assurance, inner safety, and confidence. So thank you for being here with me. If you need, you can just repeat through all the parts of the session with the feeling, if you still have it. And this technique is so wide and so diverse that there are still a lot of things that I just couldn't mention in one video. There are even different ways of how to deal with different emotions, like how to wake up from fear, how to deal with relationships, how to deal with anger, with sadness, with past, with future. But this was like the universal recipe to you. how it came through me at this moment. So I wish you best of luck. I wish you a lot of patience with yourself. I wish you a lot of kindness and sweetness with yourself, as if you would treat your loved ones. Kids are most cutest pets. So thank you again, and see you soon.